How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today, I want to talk to you about some different stocks that I think are going to do really well. A lot of these are higher risk, higher reward plays. A lot of them are in beaten down sectors or beaten down themselves over the last week or so because we've seen the market turn so red. A couple of these I brought up in my video yesterday where I talk about the stock market. I talk about some different news throughout the week that was kind of pushed to the side. So I'll put that one on the end screen if you want to see some other news from the week. But these companies are ones that I've been watching very closely, and I've been really interested in buying more of this week or starting positions or just, building out positions over the week. Now, I'm going to have one bonus stock towards the end here too, but before we get started, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. There is a link down there to the Patreon in case you want to see exactly when I buy and sell different stocks. A lot of these we bought at really good cost basis, and even though they are down right now, I think we're up on two or three of them, even though they've been beaten down so much, and we are actually up a good amount. So if you want to know when I buy and sell stocks, you can check out that down below. And there is a link down there to WeBull in case you want to deposit $100 and get some free stock worth up to $1,850. So the first company here today is Switchback Energy. I've been buying this one. They are a market leader in the Western Hemisphere. They have such a market dominance. Now, there is another player that's in Europe that is pretty dominant too, but right now, ChargePoint is going public. It was just announced the other day that it's actually going to go through. They closed the business, SPAC. They closed the merger. It's going to switch over probably on March 1st, so probably on Monday, to their new ticker. This one is sitting around $30 a share. I picked up some more at $28.50. I originally bought in around 18, and I've been wanting to get into this one even stronger, even with more shares, and I was happy to pick up some more of this company. Just wanted to watch. I think it's a good value right now where it is, but we haven't seen lows this low in about 3 months. So we saw a low of right around 28.50 or so on Friday, and now we saw the lowest that we've seen it since mid to late November. Now, something else that I want to bring up is a company that I've talked about several times, and it's not Square, but Square bought $150 million worth of Bitcoin. We also have MicroStrategy that bought a significant amount of Bitcoin. A company that I continuously bring up is CleanSpark. So they had some news that kind of get pushed to the sides. They completed their strategic acquisition of SolarWatt Solutions. So this is a company that is in a couple different sectors. CleanSpark is in clean energy. They're in Bitcoin mining. They also bought this company recently, a commercial residential solar and energy storage developer. So they are expecting this to help them with their residential side of their business. They provide solar and alternative energies for homeowners and commercial business owners throughout California. They expect this will contribute approximately $20 million in revenue over the next 12 to 18 months. Now, this company already, it's a little bit higher risk, honestly, because of the fact that there's a lawsuit against them that they misled shareholders, but they're also countersuing. So there's added risk, but because of this, the stock price has not gone up like some of the other stocks in this space. And I think they're going to severely beat revenue if they actually do what they're projecting, right? So they have about 1.4 Bitcoin a day that they mine. They're expecting this to increase because they bought more units. They just reported their fourth quarter earnings results. It was just below what people expected, but they barely started with their Bitcoin mining operations, and they're expecting to increase a significant amount throughout the first quarter and throughout the rest of the year. They want to increase Bitcoin mining significantly. And even if they just do what they want to do for the beginning of the year, they'll mine over 2 Bitcoin a day at 50,000 per Bitcoin. That's 100,000 a day. That's 36.5 million throughout the year. They're already expecting 20 million, I believe, from their grid business, and then another 20 million now that they're saying from the solar watt business. So they might hit 70, 80 million in revenue this year. And this company is trading at quite a discount compared to where it was before. This was in the 40s. Now it's sitting around a market cap of 580 million. I'll probably be picking up more if it stays around this level. I just think this is a severe discount, and if everything clears up, I think this thing's going to skyrocket once people hear about it a little bit more. Now, if you're interested in investing in cryptocurrency, just in cryptocurrency, so if you want to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or even stablecoin, there's a link down there to BlockFi. That's where I hold my cryptocurrency. You can see here, this is a large majority of my net worth. GUSD pays 8.6%. I have it in there just because I'm saving up for something. So you can definitely check out the link down below. They're giving you a bonus if you sign up, and they pay you those high interest rates. So definitely check that out. Now, HOL stock is one that I've talked about for a couple weeks now. I believe I made my first video on February 2, and this is a company that's merging with Astra, which is a company that shoots up small satellites. Now, this is one that I've bought, and I really like it. They went up significantly on Friday after hours. They announced that they actually got a contract worth about $8 million to work with NASA. Pretty interesting. A lot of people started to pile in after this news, and they already have government customers. I've been talking about this. They have 5 government customers already. They're a company that's really in a sector that's going to grow pretty significantly over time. We also have another company that is starting to get a little bit more recognition. It kind of got hit hard this last week, but ACIC went up 9%, and I believe this is because ARK Invest actually made a pretty large investment in them. They bought 600,000 more shares, almost doubling their position on Friday, and you can see this company has been significantly higher. It was in the 17s a couple days ago. We also have another company that I really like that got hit hard this week, which is Sftw. This is a company that you can take a look at their investor presentation, and you can take a look at BlackSky. Sftw is taking BlackSky public. This is another space company that was hit very hard this week, and they're kind of the big brother. They're like the Palantir of space, and I picked up a good amount more shares throughout the week. This one was a $15 stock. A lot of people think it's going to be a lot more than that, and it fell 22%. It's really at one of the lower points as far as SPACs go, in that it can really only fall to $10. It could fall down less than that, but with the SPAC security of $10, and if you don't know about that, I have a full SPAC video. Maybe I'll put that one up on the end screen for anyone that hasn't seen that recently. This is a very attractive offering right now where it is. Now, there's one other company that I talked about that I was going to include here, which is GHVI. This is a company I picked up for the first time this week, and it fell to $16. This one I really like over the long term. They're merging with Matterport. I've not done a full video on them before, but if you want, you can take a look at YouTube. I think Meet Kevin has done some really good videos on Matterport, but definitely check it out. It's a company I really like, and I want to add more to over time if it stays around this level. I don't think it will, though. I think this one will shoot up, but I did add a position in it this week, and I'm really excited about it. So let me know which of these stocks you like the most. I'm really excited about a lot of these. I think they're at very low levels compared to where they've been. Some are at 3-month lows. Some are at the lowest point that they've been since they announced a merger, especially some of these space companies. But again, just be careful. I'm not saying that these won't go lower. I'm not saying that any of these over the long term won't fall down, because I talked about 6 companies. Chances are not all of them are going to be 10xers over the next 10 years or 5 years, but these are companies that I really like. These are companies that I'm willing to take a bet on. These are companies that I have done a good amount of research on, but I want to hear your thoughts. If you want to check out the link down below to BlockFi, Patreon, WeBull, definitely check those out, and I will see you in one of these videos here on the end screen, either about SPACs or the video that I did yesterday on a bunch of the news in the market that you might have missed throughout the week. Thanks, and I'll see you in one of these videos. Bye.